dun, dun, dun.
Happy birthday, Charles Edward Bolian III. You're 40 today. Congratulations, you made it. Through all the crazy adventures you've had, and I've had, and we've had together, I'm just so proud of you and everything you've accomplished. But normally, you put your friends and your family ahead of yourself, and one of the things that makes you great. But today's your birthday, so I want to focus things back on you. So I asked a few of your friends to kind of put videos together and tell you what you mean to them and what you've done for them over the years. I want you to understand the impact you've had on the world. So let's get started with a very good friend of mine wishing you a happy birthday.
Hi, Ed. This is Jamie Farr from the TV series MASH and the Cannonball Run. And John and I want to wish you a very, very happy 40th birthday, October the 13th. I understand you are both big fans of our series and that you so enjoyed my character as the Sheik. And you actually dressed as Sheiks and got a Rolls Royce and did a run on that. Well, I can't tell you how proud I am and honored to be wishing you a very, very happy birthday. I want you to know that all of them, all of the entire cast, all great names and everything, were all wonderful people, and we had a great time doing the movie. The critics hated it, but the public loved it. Hey, here's to you, Ed. Happy birthday, and many, many more. From John and the entire Cannonball Run. Oh, you got the national record.
All right, Mr. Ed Bolian, birthday time. I hope you have a happy birthday, but I wanted to tell you what you mean to me, and hopefully there's no children around because this is going to get a little bit weird. So without you, we obviously wouldn't have Car Trek, and a lot of the opportunities that we were afforded because of Car Trek. Realistically, I wouldn't be in this house, I wouldn't be in my relationship with the best woman I've ever met if it weren't for our adventures together. Also, I found out that Bolian is a type of cheese, and I happen to know that your name is not really Ed, it's Charles. So it's Charles Edward Bolian. Your name is literally Chuck E. Cheese. I'm just saying that. But that's also not true. I love you like a brother, man. I can't explain to you how much you've brought to my life, and I can never repay you for the things that you've, helped me with and helped me through. So thank you so much. Happy birthday, and I hope you and your family have a very, very good day with many more to come. And if you ask me to do another car trek, then hopefully the next car has air conditioning. Happy birthday, man.
Is that Ed Bolian's birthday message chain here? Yes?
Yes, Edwardian Bolian. Happy birthday. You don't look a day over 39, so you're doing good.
59.
Stop it. That's so mean.
Well, he likes it.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's a daddy now. He's very much a daddy.
No, it's a zaddy.
Okay, a zaddy.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming to Kansas for the wedding and did a lovely prayer for us to, start things off with the evening and the reception here, which is now back to being a garage. But yeah, thank you so much for everything you've done for me as far as getting Car Trek going and just being a good friend as far as fellowship and all that.
Aww.
And the watch, I'm wearing it today, actually.
Aww.
It gave me this IWC Top Gun by selling Car Trek license plates.
It's so romantic.
It's, oh, yeah. You're jealous?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Ed. So here I am in lovely sunny New Zealand, wishing you your happy 40th birthday. Can't believe it's been 10 crazy years, actually 12 crazy years since I've known you, and you did your massive cannonball attempt that everybody looked at and was completely blown away by it. It's been a pleasure to know you, man. It's been really great to see how you analytically did it, look at the cars and see all of the things you've done since and watch your garage grow from Audis and small Lamborghinis to big Lamborghinis and now Bugattis. So it's been an awesome thing. I'm glad you've got everything that you really want. Fantastic family, fantastic house, a fantastic record and a fantastic group of friends. Like, I hope you have a fantastic birthday on your own, and we'll hope to catch up with you really soon. But it's been a total pleasure, my friend. Have an awesome time. Stay classy. See you soon.
You could almost say that this could be your 50th, 60th, or 70th birthday wish. And that is because for as long as I've known you, Ed, you have always been wise well beyond your years, and I am grateful for our friendship. You've been the most incredible mentor, you've been the most incredible friend, and we have had so much fun together. Most importantly, it's your spirit and your grace. If you guys know, you've seen a video or in a story of how Ed forgave me after blowing the motor in his Lamborghini Gallardo. And to witness a moment of lemons turn into lemonade, our friendship flourish, never change, and to see where we've come and where we are today. I'm so thankful for that, and your heart. The world loves you, I adore you. I hope you have the greatest birthday imaginable. A big hug to you from Miami, to your entire family, and truly, the world is a better place because of you. So thank you, my brother, and happy birthday.
How do I explain my friendship with Ed Bolian? Back in 2018, I messaged him on Instagram and said, hey, I have this Transcon medevac and want to do this, that, and other, and blah, blah, blah. And he just immediately messaged me back and said, if you're looking for a co-driver, I'm in. He's known me for moments. Ed Bolian takes time with people he doesn't know. Like people that see him on the interwebs and they're like, hey, you're that guy. Ed Bolian will take the time to be like, yeah, let's do that. Let's get a picture. Let's talk about it. Let's learn more about you and less about me. So my friendship with Ed started way back in 2018. Since then, still same haircut, now wearing glasses, probably about 25 pounds heavier, trying to get rid of that. But I cannot express to you what my friendship means with Ed Bolian. Now, obviously, as Ed and I navigated Rob Pitts' cancer, we got a lot closer, but prior to that, I mean, like, Ed tells jokes, but he's like a puma waiting on dinner, like a gazelle or something, and he will wait just for the right time to tell that joke. Man, I tell you what, he's probably one of the funniest people I know. And then on top of all of that, he's probably one of the best fathers I know. When we did the Cheap Car Challenge and him and Graham drove around in that Audi TT, my daughter and I were there, and we could have never been happier to see that happen. So throughout VinWiki and him giving me the platform to talk to people, not only have I gained a friend in Ed, but I've gained countless other friends, and I will forever be grateful to that. You know, you can measure a man's worth by how many friends he has, and if Ed was homeless, he'd still be a millionaire. So needless to say, this is all about his birthday, and I've never been happier to say happy birthday to my buddy Ed, and it's been the best of the best. I guess I'll end it with another one. You know, here I am on the cliche land, but you know, they say you only live once, but if you do it proper, once is enough, and Ed has truly done it proper. I hope you have the greatest birthday. Thanks for being my friend. You've changed my life, and I appreciate your friendship. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ed. It is the big 40th, or as I like to call you, CEB3, Mr. Charles Edward Bolian III. If you'd asked me all those years ago if we would have the friendship that we have today, I definitely wouldn't have believed you, especially to start from a failed shrewd attempt at buying a CL65 off a random message on Facebook Marketplace, which ended up blossoming into working on your cars after hours while I was still an employee, and then taking them to the house when I first started the shop, and all the support you provided there, and then all the subsequent trips and introducing me into Cannonball. I set my record as well, and you know how records go with Cannonball, but I think it was a pretty good one. But even into the support, you came looking at the shop I'm in right now before we signed the lease, and you know, helping me through everything, and just being that pillar of support and shoulder to lean on for, you know, business and even personal. As you may know, there's many a shared night of liquid encouragement, just working through some things in life, and the support you've had with church as well, and kind of reintroduced me into that once my family moved to the Alpharetta area. Gotta say, it still a pinch me moment, and that you're the one of the #1 go-tos in my phone whenever I need some help or just need to chat with someone, work through someone. And of course, all the support here at the shop, working on all these Lamborghinis and getting to enjoy all of the animation that is you, Mr. Ed Bolian. There really is none other like it, and I look forward to spending much more time with you and creating a lot more stories.
Hey Ed, just wanted to say happy birthday and thank you for being in my life in a way that's done some kind of amazing things. For one, I mean, of course, you know, sort of the influence you had on me choosing some pretty fun and crazy cars, that was great. But then also how we found ourselves doing the cannonball, that was amazing. But also everything we've done with VinWiki and all this other stuff, I mean, it's just it's been such an amazing thing to have someone like you in my world. But you know, I also highly appreciate some of the kind of throughout the years, these little examples of things where your faith kind of shined through and kind of laid the groundwork for me to kind of fall into my own faith now. So anyways, I just wanted to again say happy birthday and hope it's awesome, and we'll be seeing you. Bye.
Happy birthday, Ed. I can honestly say that no one in my life has ever had a greater positive impact than you have. Invited me on VinWiki, let me tell my stories to millions. It exposed my art to the world, and I get art commissions that I always dreamed about, all the motorsport stuff, all the sculptures, things like that. Sitting in that chair led to podcasts and guest appearances and all sorts of things that led to the Hot Wheels show and Lego STEM and Hot Wheels Legends, and just so many amazing experiences. The adventures that we have shared together have led to incredible times and friendships with, you know, Matt's Off-Road and Bleep and Jeep and JMR Rebuilders and Laura Farms and JR Garage and so many other people. The times that we have spent just talking as friends, you are easily the smartest person I've ever known. I have valued so much the advice that you've given me, the counsel, the wisdom that you have shared, the times just to look around and see all the amazing experiences that would have never happened had I not met you that day at that car show and you invited me on to VinWiki. I've just had such an amazing ride. I've been to this place many times with you and many others. I used to watch VinWiki, just watching the cannonball stories, hoping just to meet a cannonballer someday. And thanks to you, I became a cannonballer, and now I've done 24 events. I hold a couple of records. I got to join the band, and it would have never happened without you. Most of all, by inviting me into the VinWiki family, letting me sit in that chair, by bringing me into the cannonball community. You have given me, in addition to your friendship, you've given me dozens and dozens, hundreds of friendships with people who add to my life every day, people who I love and they love me back. Just the camaraderie and the friendships that I have, all because I met you that day, have enriched my life indescribably. There isn't a thing in my world these days that didn't somehow funnel back to sitting in that VinWiki chair and becoming friends with you and becoming friends with everybody else, and just the incredible experiences, just going to Alaska and launching cars off of cliffs and getting to be friends with the 1320 guys and the Alaska guys, and doing Speed Week and driving from Prudhoe Bay or Key West to Prudhoe Bay with David, or doing Drag Week with Mason, and just overwatching people and watching runs and being on runs, and just the excitement that my life has, all because of you. And I'm so thankful for your friendship. I'm so thankful to be a part of this community that we are in. I'm so thankful you were born 40 years ago. I hope you have an incredible birthday. This shirt, if you remember, this is the blue lights from the police car when we took that hilarious selfie when we got that 102 and a 70 on the musket ball. And I'm sitting in the driver's seat over here. We make a good face. So I cut you out. I'm going to wear this shirt to bed so I can wake up and see your smiling face. But I hope you have an incredible birthday. I love you, man. Have a great, happy birthday.
Happy 40th birthday, Ed. Hard to believe we've logged so many miles together, 2 cannonballs, 3 Gold Rush rallies, and all without even turning on the radio. I'm grateful for all the adventures, but even more for our friendship and to call you a brother in Christ. You've built something incredible with VinWiki and taken us all along for the ride, and you've done it while keeping your faith at the center. So here's the 40 years and plenty more miles and memories ahead.
Ed, we were told to say something sappy for your birthday, but my love language is sarcasm, and I'm still indebted to you for my bachelor party toast. So here we go. Also, I know you can take a joke pretty well, as your skin is thicker than the animals your loafers were made from. Ed, your knees are so bad you couldn't be a Catholic. Boom roasted. I'm 2 feet shorter than you are, but if we had a slam dunk competition, I'd win. Ed, you could take all the estrogen in the world and Morgan Freeman would still sound more effeminate. 2850 is slow. Boom roasted. I don't know which would be harder for you, buying a reliable car under warranty or buying any car and not making a video about it. Speaking of videos, VinWiki is like this weird religion where you're the priest and the studio's the confessional, and we all come in and confess our sins to you on camera, and then you sell it for profit. You're so rich. How rich? So rich. No, wait. Premier Financial Services, the nation's leader in classic, vintage, luxury, and exotic auto leasing and financing, owns most of your cars. I'm not sure which is a more risky way to travel, a road trip with you or a Spirit Airlines flight. Ed, if you want that McLaren F1, just become a televangelist. You'll shrewdly proselytize us all out of our life savings, and our grandmas too. And if you were a Nigerian scammer, we'd all be Michael Scott. Ed, you've had some amazing successes in your life. Not getting Kimmy on VinWiki is not one of them. VinWiki app revenue. That's it. That's the joke. Boom roasted. Ed, your cars have more paintwork than a clown cadaver. They've had more cosmetic work than Michael Jackson and have changed colors more times than Jimmy Kimmel. Ed, your cars have such terrible pasts that even baptism can't save them, which is too bad because most of them have already been underwater. If you liked your women like you liked your cars, you'd be Mark Spence. I love you, Mark. It's a good thing you have endorsement deals for tires, detailing, and maintenance. Otherwise, you'd either be poor or you'd be one of those hoarders with a warehouse full of dilapidated exotics that never get fixed. Like Tavarish. At least he turns a wrench, though. You're great at turning on the camera. Ed, when you become famous, always remember where you came from. Money. You might say you're already famous, but never forget what you told me. Internet fame isn't real fame. In all seriousness, Ed, you've put all of us scofflaws and degenerates on the map, made us D-list automotive celebrities, and we're appreciative of that opportunity, but none of that matters compared to our friendship. Casey Potts, who wouldn't have any YouTube career at all if it weren't for VinWiki, does not approve this message. He does, however, want your endorsement for governor of Ohio. Seriously, it's his fallback plan after Formula One didn't work out for him. I've done my best here to offend fewer people than in any of my videos on VinWiki, which is, of course, a low bar, and half of what I said was, of course, fabricated for the purpose of the joke. But what isn't made up is that I appreciate your friendship, Ed, that has withstood many tests, your wise counsel balanced by your mischievous instigation, your competition in cannonball, and your example in godly character. You are simultaneously the angel and the devil on all of our shoulders. Happy 40th birthday, Ed.
Ed Bolian, over the last 6 years, you've become one of my best friends. You have taken me everywhere with you. And I've told some stories on your channel which have made me smile, but you've also given me the platform to be happy. Happy birthday, my friend. We've all got these beautiful, stunning shirts available in all sizes with face shapes that will make your wife smile and make most people moist. Stay remarkable still, please be the David Attenborough of storytelling. Thanks, and happy birthday.
Oh, hello, citizen. 'Tis I, Captain Chaos. I hear it's somebody's birthday. Well, remember, Ed, you're not getting older, you're getting more distinguished. So, and maybe just a little forgetful. So, on behalf of me, Captain Chaos, I want to wish you a happy birthday. And Ed, you are a treasure, and I appreciate who you are. And Lord knows we need more people like you in this world. But I'm off to save the world, or possibly save that woman's dog. Bye! Dun, dun, dun!
I had the pleasure of meeting Ed for the very first time in 2020 as we were getting ready to push off for our first car trek journey. He drove from Georgia to Florida in his newly wrapped blue Lamborghini Gallardo, still a little wet from the previous flood. He was super tired. It was a long day, but he was just happy to be there, and you could tell he wouldn't want to be anywhere else but there with his friends, enjoying those cars. On one of our car trek journeys, I asked Ed, "It's been a long, stressful day. How are you still so excited and happy?" And he told me, "Brent, I will never let anyone or anything get in the way of my having fun." Cheers to that. I hope you have a very happy 75th birthday. We all love you. Thank you so much for the laughs. Cheers.
What's up, Ed? I think you and I trauma bonded pretty early on in our relationship for Car Trek Season 1. I still, tell that story all the time, how we, well, not we, but Freddie rented us a chicken coop to stay in, and the owner of the home broke into the home at 2 a.m, and you and I met in the living room in our boxers, wondering what was going on. I think after that, we're kind of blood brothers almost. Man, you're just, you're one of my favorite people on the planet. You're just, always willing to do what it takes to get the shot, to make the memory, to go a little further, and it's not just with Car Trek. I think that's kind of a great definition of who you are as a person. You've enriched the lives of everybody involved in Car Trek, and you just continue to do that. And that's kind of the common rhetoric from all of the people that I know that know you. Everybody has the exact same things to say about you. It's just, man, you're one of a kind, bro. Love you, man. Have a great birthday.
What's up, Ed? Happy 40th birthday. Thank you so much to John and Megan for letting me be a part of this. And I just kind of want to try to express my gratitude to you for everything you've done for me and the car community as a whole. VinWiki's influence on me and your influence on me goes far beyond the couple of months that we've been working together personally. I used to listen to VinWiki on my cross-country drives back and forth, and it really shaped me into the car enthusiast that I am today. And your impact that you've had on me by letting me be a part of the VinWiki family is just something that I haven't even realized yet. It was always such a life goal to be good enough to be on the other side of the camera and in that chair telling those stories. And it was like a lot of life goals, you never know if it's actually going to happen or not. So I can't thank you enough for giving me the time of day, for letting me come on, tell stories, find you cool cars, and just, treat me like a friend, really. You have, in the immediate, past term of the impact that you've had on me, you've introduced me to people that I never thought I'd be in the same room as, much less sitting next to at a record-breaking Monterey auction, which is really, really cool. Going kind of on Monterey to build on that was incredibly, incredibly cool. I haven't stopped talking about it, and I don't think you realize how much it means to me that you included me in so much in my first car week, because I have a feeling Monterey will be quite a part of my life, going forward. And my first one, you made it absolutely unforgettable. Not just by including me in things and events that involved the car and things that I was, involved in, but dinners, cool auctions, cool shows, letting me follow you around like a penguin at the actual concourse. Like, all that was just insanely cool. You really treated me like a friend that weekend, and it has not gone unnoticed. It will not be forgotten anytime soon. I don't even know if you realize how genuine of a person you are, just from what I've seen in the short time that I've known you personally. Monterey's a good example. I really saw that weekend that it's not just an act on camera. Not that I expected you to not be a genuine person, but I mean, you're so different than other YouTubers, influencers, celebrities, whatever you want to call it, because you actually give people the time of day. I mean, I don't know if you realize when you interact with fans, like if somebody was, I watched it happen, if somebody was too starstruck or too nervous to continue a conversation with you, you would like prompt them, you know, you'd ask them questions, you'd continue the conversation with a starstruck fan. That's not something that people of your stature do. And that is just really, really cool. And it's part of what makes you, you. And thank you for being you in that regard. You know, the rally that you've invited me on was absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm still speechless thinking about it. I'm sorry I got caught doing 120 miles an hour in a stretch limo. I hope you're not mad about that. I don't know if you are or not, but won't happen again. And that was an absolutely amazing rally with some amazing friends that I'm still speaking with, you know, and I have a feeling we'll be friends for quite a while. So thank you in that regard as well for inviting me on that rally. That was really, really cool of you. So yeah, I really wanted to thank you for treating me like a friend. You know, another big impact that you've had on me that is almost taboo to talk about, but is really one of the biggest impacts, is that you made me not scared to be in front of a camera. And that's something that I didn't think anyone would be able to do, because it's just always been a fear of mine. But that Diablo video, you know, the one that, you know which video I'm talking about, the one that just did amazing, that showed me that I don't know what I have to be scared of. And that is something that just could not have been gained without actually doing it and actually experiencing it. And so for you to give me that opportunity to get on VinWiki and talk about this car, and you know, it's just unmatched. It really, really is. All I can say is keep being you, keep doing what you're doing. You have built an absolutely incredible, oh my God. I have done like 40 takes. I'm not redoing this because the chair fell. I don't give a shit. Where was I? Yeah, just keep being you, Ed. So just to wrap it up, words will never really be able to describe how grateful we all are for the things that you do for the people around you and for the car community as a whole. But I cannot wait to watch VinWiki progress even further than it has, your collection grow, and just see what the next few years really bring. Happy 40th birthday. Thank you for being you. Here's to many more cool cars, many more crazy stories, and hopefully some things with 3 seats in your future.
40 years old. People live that long? Wow. But on a serious note, I want to tell you that one of the great pleasures the last few years has been the opportunity to meet you and become what I consider to be good friends with you, Ed. You are really a unique person, and you really have a great way of living your life, and I've learned a lot from you, and I've had a lot of fun with you. So have an awesome birthday. Enjoy every moment of it, and have a great day and a great next 40 years. Thanks for all the fun and the friendship, and you just keep doing what you do. None of this would be possible without the generous support of our longtime sponsor, Geezer Tempest. Geezer Tempest is the only online aggregator of obituaries from all sources all over the internet. If you're like me, you wake up in the morning with one burning question on your mind. Am I dead? Geezer Tempest allows you to search for your obituary across the internet with one easy click. Check out Geezer Tempest. You can link to them in the comments below, and when you get there, tell them we sent you. Geezer Tempest. Thank you. So, Ed, happy 40th. Enjoy it. I know you will. And I will see you on the road.
Happy birthday.
birthday, Ed. I hope you're having a great time, because we are. And I'd really like to thank you for the ride in 2017 with you and John and Alex. It's the highlight of my career, and I got to finish what I always wanted to do. So I hope you're having fun, everybody's well, and many more to come. Take care, pal. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday, Ed! To celebrate such a milestone birthday, I think it is only appropriate to tell a story of a time that Ed gave me some advice that was wise beyond his years. So to set the scene, Ed Bolian, Chris Clemens, and I are sitting down to lunch after filming some car stories for VinWiki. And we were talking about Chris's story about driving cross-country with his wife. And the conversation shifted to all three of our respective relationships, which have all stood the test of time. And Chris and Ed started talking about their wonderful wives, and also the challenges that living a life of shrewd negotiation and scofflaw activities presents for a relationship. I'm just kind of sitting there listening. And then all of a sudden they both turn to me. And I'm like, well, we've been together 10 years. He's my best friend. I love him. He's my person. And Ed kind of sits back in his chair and he goes, so you've been together 10 years. You have a really great relationship. When are you getting married? And I was like, we'll get around to it. We kind of want to have our shit together a little more. We want a house and a dog and a guard tortoise, and there's a whole bunch of other things before we have to pay for a wedding. I feel like that's a good plan. I feel like it's a responsible plan. And Ed's nodding respectfully. And then I get done talking and he goes, well, I've never really been a big fan of plans. Which is such an Ed Bolian thing to say. I thought it was hilarious. I get home, I immediately tell Jay this story. We have a little giggle about it. But then in the next few months, we were kind of like, he's kind of got a point though. And not too long after that, we got engaged. We don't know if we're gonna have a wedding, elope, we don't know. But it doesn't really matter, because I've never been a really big fan of plans anyway. And Ed has that kind of effect on people. He just kind of casually drops the most sage wisdom in the most memeable format possible. It's like he's this really wise old wizard who just chose to dedicate his life to absolute chaos. And I respect that. So happy birthday, Ed. Please keep using your powers for good. And thank you for being such a wonderful friend and bringing so many people together in this community. I hope 40 brings you many new adventures and very few plans.
Happy birthday, Ed. I hope you're having a wonderful day, having a chance to spend some quality time with your beautiful wife and your wonderful family. We's a group of us got together and decided to honor you and tell you what you mean to us. I gotta say, Ed, your impact on my life has been profound. The first time I was introduced to you was on your YouTube channel. Here was a gentleman with a captivating smile and a voice made for radio and talking about the Cannonball Run. And from that moment on, you had my interest, absolutely had my interest. Here I am several years later, consider you a good friend, and doing the Cannonball Run and becoming a member of the fraternity of lunatics just improved my life. Made a wonderful group of friends, like-minded, well-traveled people that like to go out on adventures and have fun, and more importantly, spend time together. And none of that wouldn't have happened without you and your impact on my life. Most recently, my wife was able to join me on a run and also become a member of the sorority of lunatics. It's turned into a bit of a family affair that we both do now. But again, just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you've done for the automotive community and the people that you have brought into the fold and inspired. It again has changed my life and had such a profound impact. When I had shirts made with your face on it. Yeah, I hope you can see it. So, but again, have a wonderful birthday today, Ed, and thank you again.
Aloha and happy birthday, Ed. I hope you are doing well, my friend. I can't believe you're turning 40. When we met, gosh, we were probably both in our 20s. You were driving a really cool Lamborghini Gallardo, yellow, supercar rental days, and I was in a Maserati POS, definitely. But I want to take a quick moment and say thank you so much for being my friend. Thank you for being my friend. No, honestly, thank you so much for just being a good positive influence in my life. You were there when I needed you. I was in my fourth, maybe fifth, seventh midlife crisis. Knew that I needed to do something outside of the norm, so I reach out to Ed, and he says, hey, did you know that there's a 2904 coming soon? I said, yes, I did not know that, but I need to do this. So did that. Of course, tons of fun. And you've always been a fun, exciting influence for me in my life. But most importantly, a wonderful, positive influence for what leading and living life with your faith in the foreground as opposed to the background, what that really means. And thank you for providing that example, not just for me, of course, but for others. And it's greatly appreciated. So I cherish our friendship, and I hope you have a wonderful 40th birthday bash filled with family and love and guys wearing really weird Hawaiian shirts with your face on them. But nonetheless, man, you deserve it all. Happy birthday. We'll talk soon. See ya.
Well, happy birthday, Ed Bolian. Unfortunately, as you can see, my shirt with your beautiful face did not come in time, but still got to represent the Cannonball community at least. But moving on to what does Ed Bolian mean to me in my life? I'm a little ashamed to say I haven't thought to give it as much consideration as it deserves, not only for you, but for so many people in my life. And this is a great time to reflect on that. But specifically for you, if you had not pursued your dreams and chased down that aspiration and achieved 2850, I don't have a tremendous amount of friends. Of course, Ed being, you being one of the primary ones in this community. I would not have you as a friend if you had not done that. But, the Southern Classic likely would not exist. The U.S. Express likely would not have been reborn. Many other events, C2C and everything else. I mean, you were the spark that reignited the Cannonball community, and there's been so many friendships forged from you chasing your dreams. So I think, what Ed Bolian means to me is someone that unapologetically goes after their dreams, someone that is shamelessly strong in their faith, and someone I'm proud to call my friend. And I am looking forward to what adventures await us next. And I'm very appreciative for the times that we've gotten to spend together, both in the chair at VinWiki or around a parking lot, having some parking lot beers after a successful run. But you mean everything to this community, and thank you for inspiring so many of us to chase our dreams, myself included. Happy birthday.
Hi Ed, well I'm here at the Nürburgring today. I just want to wish you a massive happy 40th. I want to thank you for all the hospitality you've given me over the years, and I hope that in the next decade of your life we can get you here as well on a little trip around Europe. But happy birthday buddy, hope you have a great time. We're going to go do some laps and yeah, wishing you all the best.
Happy birthday, Ed, from Trevin Hermosillo up here in Montana, hoping you the best of birthdays. You've been an amazing friend. You are one of the an inspiration to myself and everyone I know that looks up to you and follows you. Being able to have a relationship and call you a friend is truly an honor. I met Ed on a rally. We ended up sharing an Uber, and he, without hesitation, invited my wife and I to sit at a table with he and his wife, and we just kind of connected right there and have had a friendship ever since. It's definitely inspiring to be around someone like Ed that's so kind and giving and always kind of makes me want to elevate and be as kind as Ed. I cherish every adventure and time we get to connect. There have been many a late night cannonballs and driving adventures where we've, just kind of can talk about anything. And Ed always has a way with words and some amazing advice to give no matter the topic. It's just been a blessing to have you in my life and appreciate you. So all that being said, I'll keep this short. Happiest of birthdays to you. I have on my Ed shirt and my Ed shirt. So again, happy birthday and hope you have a great one.
Here in my garage, got my new E30 here, fun to drive in Atlanta traffic. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Memories. That's why I'm actually a lot more proud of these 4 new hard drives I had to buy for all the YouTubes, the videos to store. All those memories from working at a Lamborghini dealership with Ed and taking cars out to take photos of them, or going out on mountain drives with customers, all the way to starting this app that would one day become a YouTube channel, and going on crazy adventures, from going cross country, going to amazing Concours events, and even driving all the way to the northern point of Alaska. Ed, every moment's been an adventure. I can't wait for the next one, and seriously, enjoy your 40th, enjoy your birthday. It's always been fun, and I'm looking forward to that next moment. So see you soon. Have a great time. Happy 40th.
Hi, Mr. Ed. Happy birthday. Big 4-0. Can't believe I've known you for half of your lifetime already. It's been really crazy to know that you had your first beer with me, and then now you're off driving around the world in McLaren F1. I'm really thankful for all the experiences we could share and the impact you've had. It's really cool to see what you've done with car culture. As you can see, I'm here at Magarigawa Circuit, also living my dreams. And I think for the last 20 years, we've deeply inspired each other. So I'm really thankful that I can call you a friend. You've been through a lot of tough times with me and a lot of good times. And I'm really happy to see the fruits of a lot of our labors are really coming together, and we can both do things that we've always dreamed of since a young age. Happy birthday, my friend.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Well, happy birthday, Ed. It's awesome to have you as a friend. It was awesome from going from a fan to a contributor to a friend that gets invited to all kinds of the crazy stuff we do in this fraternity of lunatics. And we're all grateful for who you are and what you've built in this amazing world we live in. So, happy birthday, Ed.
Happy 40th birthday, Ed. This is the day that's all about you, and I hope you're really enjoying it. And as a friend, I think it's important that we all come and tell you a little bit about why you're so meaningful and why you're so impactful in our lives. So I want to just spend a minute telling you thank you for everything that you do and for being who you are. Obviously, would never be in this world that involves Cannonball and the fraternity of lunatics and all that stuff. And that is something that helps tie a lifelong passion of mine with vehicles and car adventures with something that I can actually put into action in real life as an adult. So it goes without saying, that's a huge part. And I really appreciate everything you've done to cultivate such a fantastic community of car enthusiasts and everybody around us. And I've made some of the best friends I've had in my entire life, thanks directly to you and everything that you've done. I think the bigger thing, though, that I want to make sure I touch on today is what you've meant to me as an individual in my life and as a person. You know, I met you 4 or 5 years ago now, and what I've always seen in you is kind of a role model, somebody that has built their life in the way that I hope that I am trying. I hope I'm building my life that way, and the way that I continue to try to build my life. You know, a fantastic father, a great husband, and most importantly, a great Christian and a great servant of our Lord. And that is something that, especially in the last year or two, going through a lot of different things in this world, I can't begin to express how valuable that leadership has been to me, to have people like you in my life, and you specifically. The ability to come down and tell stories and do crazy car things, run around in a fire truck, you know, all those fun things, but also the ability to come down and call you up and say, hey, let's go get a drink, and sit at a bar sipping whiskey, talking about car adventures, and that seamless transition into what does the Lord see for me, for you, for us in our lives. And that is something that I need more of in my life, or we all need more of in our life. We need friends like that can bring that out and make us better Christians. And that is something that you have done, I think, more than you will ever realize for me, and more than you will ever realize for so many people who you've probably never even met. And so I think when you're looking back on the 40 years you've already accomplished, and hopefully the 40 plus that you have in front of you yet, I think that's something that you should really keep in the front of your mind, is everything that you've done as a role model, as a family man, and as a person of Christ, and everything that you can continue to bring into this world, and keeping it centered around that. So I love you. You're one of my best friends, in that you're one of my most impactful friends. And I mean that in a very good way. And I hope you have a fantastic day and that you're able to enjoy it. And I can't wait for 41, 42, 50, 60, whatever it is. We're there for you. Thanks, man.
Happy birthday, Ed. I hope that you have a great day. And I hope you know how many lives you've enriched through the VinWiki channel by giving us years of great entertainment and introducing us to so many fantastic and hilarious storytellers. And honestly, for being the curator of cannonball content on the internet. I'm so thankful that I got my introduction to cannonball through the VinWiki channel and was able to change from being a fan to being a participant. I'm also thankful for how you've been such a good steward of that community, and you've always been the voice of reason whenever we get together for our shenanigans. I'm also very thankful for the warm and welcoming attitude that you showed to so many people, whether it's fans that come up to you at events, people that come to tell a story on your channel, or people like me that were new to the cannonball community at one time. I'm also so thankful that you've been the linchpin for so many introductions and friendships that will last a lifetime. I'm so thankful for the community of people that you surround yourself with, and for the opportunity to meet and become friends with so many of those people. And throughout all of this, you've really led a life where you put your Christianity and your faith forefront. I've always appreciated that. I've used that as an example in my life, and I'm so thankful to have all of the things that you've brought not only to me, but to so many other people. Happy birthday again, Ed. Thank you so much for what you do. And I'm looking forward to many more years hanging out and doing very foolish things on the road with you.
Ed Bolian, happy birthday, sir. 40 looks good on you. Man, you've had a big impact on my life. You might not even know it, but meeting you in 2019 and getting to hang out over the years, it's been very inspirational to me to get my YouTube going. So you changed my life a lot for the better, because I had a job I was not happy at, and now I'm living my dream every single day. Like here at Freddy's house, this is awesome. Without you, this would have never happened. Just so you know, you changed my life for the better. Except, sometimes when I'm deep in a project, no, it's fine, everything's fine. But happy birthday, man. You've made a huge impact on me and many, many other people. Always been a huge inspiration. You're awesome, dude. Happy birthday.
Hey, Ed, how are you? It's your 40th birthday. And man, that's a milestone. Remember when I was 40 once? That was, well, it was a while ago. Let me tell you something, the first 40 kind of takes a while to get to. After that, it goes pretty damn fast. But I hope you're having a great birthday. And how do you like my shirt? And I got cactuses and mountains on the shirt. Why? Because I'm in the middle of a desert in the southwestern part of the United States. So I figured it was only fitting. Is that a vulture? To show you that I'm in the desert, look, there's a cactus. But all kidding aside, I hope you have a great birthday, and I just want to say I'm glad to know you as a friend. I'm going to give you a quick little backstory, which I don't think I've told anybody within our community of friends and VinWiki and that kind of stuff. The way I found the whole thing, and you, was I was lying in a hospital bed for about 2 weeks back in July of 2020. I had a kidney stone, didn't really realize I had a kidney stone until it came to the point that it started to hurt and ruined our vacation. And we had to come back from Lake Powell back down here to Phoenix and get to the hospital. By the time I got to the hospital, I was found out I was going into renal failure, and my kidneys shut down. So they couldn't do anything. I had to deal with the pain of the kidney stone for about 7 days with, you know, minimal stuff. Long story short was I'm doing nothing but sitting on my phone, right? And I found your channel, I found VinWiki, and I basically watched every video you had over the next 2 or 3 days, just kept watching one after another. And I kept saying to myself, I said, I gotta meet this guy. I got a ton of stories. He seems like a cool guy to be around. Fast forward, what, 2-3 years later, we end up connecting, becoming friends. And that's how life is sometimes. And I want to thank you for that. But I'm going to end it right here. Enjoy your birthday. Have a fantastic time with your family, wife and kids, and I hope it's a great birthday for you. But remember, the first 40 came fast. The second 40 goes even faster. And you'll see what I mean in a couple of years. Anyway, Ed, enjoy your 40th birthday, buddy. Have a good one.
Ed, Gil Oshik here. Very, very happy birthday coming to you from Germany. I have to say, following your success makes me really proud. And looking at your numbers grow and your reach and the intensity and humor of your productions, I hope working with us on interviews and filming stuff a couple of years ago, right before you started, was a little bit of inspiration and helped getting you started on that road. Also, thanks for being a formidable ambassador of our sport. Okay, have a good one, and to 80 more years.
Happy 40th birthday, Ed. I wanted to give you this message. I decided to come all the way up to the Smokies here, and for a couple reasons. One, obviously, we have this in common, the cars, and we also have a lot of other things in common, along with being neighbors and friends. And the other reason why is because I had to wear this ridiculous shirt, and I am not a Hawaiian shirt guy, so my hope is that 9 a.m. in the morning on a Friday, no one will see me in it. So this is for you, buddy. I really appreciate everything that you do. You're a great father. You're a great mentor to so many people, a great friend and a great neighbor. To another 40 years, and I have to thank you a ton, and on behalf of everyone else who enjoyed the get-together that you had for my 50th birthday. Oh, shoot, here comes a car. I'm so embarrassed. Hopefully he drives by. We'll see. Anyway, bud, happy birthday.
Happy 40th birthday, Ed. Just wanted to take a minute or two to say thank you for everything, and a happy 40th birthday to you. Hope it is filled with lots of fun, memories, family, love, and good food, of course. But I did want to say thank you for a few things that you've helped me with over the past approaching a decade now. First would be just allowing me to do a cross-country run with you. I didn't ever think I was going to do one, and you showed me the ropes really quick on how to do it and how to do it well. And I always thank you for that, and it is a lifetime achievement of mine. One of the top, if not the top. And I also want to say thank you for letting me to help you and your channel, and that you trust me enough. That means a lot to me. Something I just do for fun is maybe more than just fun. Maybe it's something that help other people, help you, help the channel, and it gives a little bit of purpose to what I'm doing. And also a big thank you to letting me into the group of lunatics, the fraternity of sorts. And I now have friends all over the world, and a good part of the reason why is because of you. So thank you for all of that. You mean a lot more than I ever say. And again, happy birthday. Enjoy it, buddy.
Hey Ed, happy birthday. I just want to take a quick minute to say thank you for everything that you've done over the better part of a decade with VinWiki to really bring everybody together, telling amazing stories, giving some really good life advice, and just showing everyone how to have a good time. Because of you, the Fraternity of Lunatics really is what it is today. And in that group of people, I've been able to make some lifetime friends and do some really, really cool things. So as you sit back and you reflect and you think about everything that you've done, I hope you realize how many people's lives you've changed and really everything you've done for not just the automotive community, but for all of us in general. So thank you again. I hope you have an amazing birthday and have a great day.
So happy birthday, Ed. Without you, without VinWiki, without really anything like that, I wouldn't be where I am today, doing what I'm doing, and have the friends that I have. It's all because of you that I've been able to do cool things, like go on Drag Week with Christopher Michaels, which was awesome, and meet all the cannonballers that I've been able to do, meet the people like Sam Hart and everyone else, and just these unforgettable memories together with them. Without you, none of that would happen. And it's been some of the greatest years of my life, being able to meet the people that I looked up to through VinWiki. You and Arnie and Doug and all these fantastic people that I've been able to make friends with over the years. And now it's my life now, and it's some of the most fun I've been able to have and share memories and with some of the coolest people out there. And thank you so much for being an inspiration for me getting started with Cannonball and so many others, and giving us a platform to share our stories on and just meet people, share our experiences, and just average people like us can now do these things and inspire other people. It's been one of the greatest parts of my life. Thank you so much for all you've done, not only for me, but for everyone. So happy birthday, Ed, and I look forward to seeing what comes in the future.
Happy birthday, Ed. You know, the first time I heard the name Ed Bolian, you had just beaten Alex Roy's record, and I thought, wow, I gotta meet this guy, because honestly, I didn't believe it at first. But I reached out. You and I met up in person when I was down in Atlanta on a business trip, and, well, the rest is history, I guess. We've gone on a lot of adventures together, and with the rest of our crazy fraternity, the Lunatics. And I look forward to more adventures going forward. Most recently, you convinced me that every vehicle I own does not have to be a manual transmission, although I beg to differ and still think that, but my wife appreciates it, and well, we're going to add to our fun car collection with something that she can drive, since she doesn't believe in manual transmissions being the only option for a vehicle. So, happy birthday, and here's to many more years of being friends and Fraternity of Lunatics.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!